joined by Professor Micheal Launer. He is a nuclear energy analyst. It's great to have you with us on this story because we have just heard from the IAEA that the situation at Zaporizhzhia is somewhat stable. But given that, how real is the risk of a nuclear accident at that plant, do you think?
It depends on your definition of a risk, and it depends on your definition of an accident. If a rocket were to strike one of the containments, it would cause sufficient damage. But short of that, the risk of a serious nuclear accident is actually fairly minimal.
That'll be reassuring for many of our viewers to hear, although we have heard one side accusing the other of maybe encouraging what's known as a small nuclear incident, in inverted commas there. Is there such a thing as a small nuclear incident?
Well, there are tactical nuclear weapons, but as far as the power plant is concerned, it would be virtually impossible to release any nuclear material into the general area without destroying the containment, and that would take a rocket. The containments around the world are designed so that they can withstand the accidental strike of an aircraft, a commercial aircraft. That makes them fairly impregnable.
Fairly robust indeed. Look, today on the politics side of things, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky actually asked NATO members to guarantee the protection of his country's nuclear power plants. What do you think they can achieve by that?
At Zaporizhzhia, I don't think they can achieve anything unless the Russians are willing to essentially clear the area of their troops and their equipment and allow the UN to essentially create a robust area around the plant that will be free of all weapons.
And that would be something to aim for. Let's see if NATO can club together for that, as President Zelensky is asking for. But just broadly speaking then, what has this conflict this year taught us about the risks of nuclear sites being used as pawns, as strategy in war?
Well, that's unique. No one has ever even considered that in the public. I'm certain that security officials have talked about that among themselves. But realistically speaking, this is the first time any government has ever considered this type of action.
Professor Launer, it's been good speaking to you on a day like today. Thank you.